Thanks for calling the Offices of a Merit. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. For a dial by name directory, please press the number 9 on your telephone's keypad.
Thank you for calling Mike Anthony Childs. Please hold while I try to connect you.
Hey, JD, Mike Anthony Childs.
How are you, sir?
Okay, I had some client issues I was trying to deal with. I'm available now.
Oh, no excuses for me, sir. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity here. I posted this video, and it is not complete. This video is not complete. This video only explains a tangible option that is not, it is a probability. And that I'm now here with Mr. Anthony Childs, leader of the Double Up groups and leader of personal leader for many people also and coach for many people. The understanding of what I explained in that video will only cover this first part only of the reward matrix. When you receive a spillover, if you happen to receive all the way to the 8th generation, you will only be credited on this line, which means that as soon as you get 3 people, you will be getting some more. That's the part that I'm more interested in learning. If you could explain, Mr. Childs. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. The way the matrix component works is, as you mentioned there, in the first column, the very first column, the reward column, is the column that everybody that has a platinum membership is entitled to. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that a person has a platinum membership and they do not refer anyone. They don't refer anyone. However, 3 people are under them as a result of spillover. So those 3 people that are under them as a result of spillover will be their first level, which is 60 cents per month. And let's say those 3 people get 3 people. As a result of spillover, that will be their second level, which is 240, then so on and so forth. It fills out, if that happened, 3 people who got 3 people who got 3 people, and the person did not sponsor anyone. At the end of that time, they would have $7,572.11 per month that they'd be receiving direct deposit into their account once a month. Those are the reward dollars. Now, let's say the person says, okay, I understand that, but I'm willing to go out and sponsor 3. If I go out and sponsor 3, and those 3 sponsor 3, that's when the first generation match and the second generation match kicks in. Again, assuming that all 3 people sponsored 3. Then now you have the opportunity to match 100% of what the people are getting over there in the rewards column. So let's just say, for example, look down there where it says $413.63 a month. If you have somebody that you personally sponsored that's making $413.63 a month, you will also be making $413.63 a month because it's a 100% match. That's huge. That's huge. You'll match 100% of what that person makes from the reward dollars. If you had 2 people making $400 a month, that's $800. If you had 3 people, if you had 10 people making $400 a month, you'd be matching 10 people at 100%. Now, the nice thing about it is, if a person is making $413 a month, that means that they've probably sponsored somebody too, and you match 100% on what they've done too. So let's say you had 10 people that you personally sponsored, you're matching 100% of what they've done, and let's say those 10 people went out and sponsored 3 each. So now you got 30 people on your second generation that you're getting 100% matching on their reward dollars.
Wow.
And that's where the big money is.
Wow, that's amazing. Let me recap here just briefly. I go out and I just simply sign up for the Platinum because I am a good follower of good leaders. And I signed up for this Platinum membership And little by little, this amount of people will be accumulating, giving me a total reward once the 8 generations has filled up of a $7,572.11 commission just because I decided to sign up. That's just right there, free money to me. Anyways, so because I'm a business-oriented person, of course, 7,000 is very generous, especially for free. I haven't never donated this much myself, but if this is going to happen, my excitement now is like, okay, wait a minute. I also want my mother, my sister, and all the people that my best friends and everyone. So, but I can only sign up 3. I'm going to sign up 3 people now that I will refer outside from the Motor Club of America. I'm just going to tell them, look, I don't want you to just get my Total Security membership for your roadside assistance, etc. coverage. We actually want you to do a business partnership with me where you will be collecting these reward dollars up to this level without understanding what's happening. But as soon as you do, and these 3 people sign up, it generates a first generation match that will trigger an additional bonus on top of the 80 that we're getting on the Total Security, on top of the $6 per referral, on top of the 60 cents all the way to 5 levels. In addition to that, this platinum will pay $2.40 for those people who were not directly were referred to me. And when that gets me excited and I get 3 people, I get an additional $1.80 for my first generation right here. That when that happens and we are motivated, we will actually go and try to look for 3 more. 3 more, simple as that, not yet where the bigger picture is, but at least to understand that what was explained earlier is only for this tab right here, only for 7,500 just because I signed up. But understanding to that level, with the explanation that you just gave, now we have a matching first generation bonus check on 3 people here only at $1.80, creating the first generation match, creating, once it's filled up, an additional 2,000 for it. But because in that time, 3 is not, in the time that we're filling this up, 3 is not enough to have this amount of money. We need 6,561. So we're not going to stop right there. We're going to get 3 more. And those 3 more, 9 more. We're going to help these 3 to get their 3. And once these 3 get their 3, their 9, we help them is going to get now an additional second generation match bonus on top of the money that I am already receiving, just because I got 3 here and I helped those 3 to get these 3, I get this much, a second generation bonus match. And I'm understanding now that that's not even all. This is just these 3 tabs.
Yeah, JD, see, if you look at this chart, it's, like I said, the unique thing about this chart that most people aren't understanding is these numbers, you know, in network marketing, affiliate sales, is usually a bunch of hype. And it's usually a bunch of numbers that's very impossible to get to. This chart is a very conservative chart. And so when you see $1.1 million, you know, that sounds so far-fetched that, you know, most people are looking at this and they have no idea what they're looking at. They think that this is some kind of hypothetical that'll never happen. That's not what you're looking at here. Because what I want you to understand is when we're talking about a 100% match, okay, if you look at column 1 that says reward dollars, by the time you're generating $7,572 a month, that means that you have a completely filled matrix of 3 people who only got 3, who only got 3, who only got 3. down 8 levels. That's what that $7,572. Now, where you see first generation match and second generation match, you'll notice that those numbers are not the same. If it's a match, then why isn't it $7,572? See that?
Yes,
why isn't that? Yeah, the reason why is because that person, this is basically, if you look over there, it says month 1, 2, 3, 4. This is assuming that this person hasn't got their matrix filled out yet. So that's the reason why it's not 100% match. So what you're looking at in column 1, when you see $7,572, then when you see first generation match, see where it says $22,716? If you'll divide that by 3, you'll see that equals $7,572. So what that means is that you have 3 people that you personally sponsored that's making $7,572, and you're making 100% of what they make. So 3 times $7,572 is $22,716 plus the money that you're making, which is the $7,572 from your own personal rewards, then your second generation, which adds up to what you see over there in the other column. But here's the thing. The second generation match is going to continue to go up because that first generation match is your 3 who got 3 who got 3 all the way down and filled out their matrix. So you're making $7,572 on 3 people. Your second generation match is going to be on 9 people. $7,572. That's your second generation. Because you got 3 people who got 3 people, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you got 3 people who got 3 people. Your 3 people got 3 people. First generation, 3. Second generation, 9. So now you got 9 people that you're matching $7,572. So you got a total of 12 people that you're matching let's do the number, $7,572 times 12. So the reality is, when you add that all together, that's $90,000 a month, plus the money that you receive, which is another $7,572. That's why you see the monthly commission there of $98,437, which is a total of $1.1 million a year.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Mr. Childs, you forgive my ignorant brain that cannot understand this very well. I'm going to recap from the beginning. I joined Motor Club of America because they told me that when I sign up somebody for $40, they will pay me $80. And I was very happy. And when I started seeing my money back on my first sale, and then I see other sales, that was a blessing for my household, because this income, it was something I didn't have in the past, and it's a very high demand membership that people is looking all the time. Now the business opportunity part of it has been great, but then now when the platinum came up, I got very excited. Like I said earlier, I follow my leaders. And here it is. This is all I understood. The first column, the reward dollars. You get this just because you sign up on top of whatever you get on the platinum. After that, you get a first generation match when you get 3 people. And on top of that, when you help these 3 to get 3, you will get a second generation match. And on top of that, if you don't stop at those 9, if you go and get 10, 11, 12, then you're going to have to add up this on each generation that you add those on. Not only totaling $1 million in a year, but potentially, if you really work on it, a month.
That's correct, because what you're seeing here is just a progression chart saying if you got 3 people a month who got 3 people a month, and it would take a year. That's all this is. But this could be done in 90 days. This could be done in 30 days for the right organization. But theoretically, let's just say that it happened over the course of 12 months, and that's what you see there. First month, a person got 3, then it took another month for those 3 to get 3, and then it took another month for those 9 to get 3, and then it took another month for those 27 to get 3, and then it took another month for those 81 to get 3, and then it took another month for those 243 to get 3, and then it took another month for those 729 to get 3, and then it took another month for those 2,187 to get 3, and then it took another month for those 2,187 to get 3, so it was 6,581. So if it took a year for that to happen, then those are the numbers that you'd have. But the time frame has nothing to do with it. That could be done in a year. That could be done in 6 months. It could be done in 3 months. We're waiting to see who's going to break the record. Who's going to get that done in the least amount of time? Because there's no time frame to it. It's all about the numbers.
Oh my God!
Oh, this is pretty interesting. But again, what you see on the chart is very conservative, because the chart is assuming that 3 people get 3 and stop. That's what the chart is assuming. It's not assuming that a person goes out and gets 10 who get 3, or 10 who get 10, or 20 who get 20. Oh my goodness, what would the numbers look like then?
They didn't know that Mr. Anthony Childs had 10,000 members on Facebook that they're about to sign up, and some of them, they will personally sponsor all of these people, triggering not the $80 that they will receive anyways on top of that, but also this blessing, let's call it. There is, I don't know how to call it. It's just, thank you very much, MCA and Mr. Mark Anthony Childs. This rate of advancement, as I show in the video, I have already 2 people that came in just for simple spillover, and that's in 1 week. That means that to add to the speed of Mr. Childs on how this can be developed, hypothetically, when you join any multi-level marketing, you find a chart like this that hypothetically this normally does not happen. But in this case, not only as of today is happening, but also actually is not happening in 12 months. It's speeding at a rate that, if you don't mind asking me, Mr. Childs, as of today, I hope it's okay to add this on. As of today, what is the level generation that you have in your downline for platinums, if that's okay to disclose?
I'm already on the 8th generation.
And that happened in the last 3 weeks?
Correct.
Oh my God. Well, you heard it, guys. I mean, Mr. Childs, I don't know what else to add to this. If you add some more, I don't know. I'm going to start going.
Well, let me explain that, though. Now, my first, second, and third, I have a completely filled matrix all the way up to level 4. Level 5 is not completely filled yet. Level 6 is not completely filled yet. Level 7 is not completely filled yet. And level 8 is not completely filled. But I do have people on those levels.
Wow.
So what's going to happen is over the next few months, those levels will fill out as people understand this and they get this. For me, I'm probably projecting, as people really understand this and get this, I'm going to say 3 to 6 months.
Wow.
Now, I have a large organization, obviously, but, the same thing could happen. There could be somebody brand new that, understands these kind of compensation plans that hasn't even gotten in yet, and they'll get this done in 90 days. They'll certainly get it done in 6 months.
I could be already in another organization where all I have to do is explain the situation you are in, and they could see that $1 million coming out much faster if they were to help their organization to see the motor club compensation plan, if we find a leader like yourself and we just explain this, it wouldn't be hard for him to see that $1 million not in a year or as a future goal, but like you mentioned, potentially in these 3 to 6 months, probably even less.
JD, I'm going to predict, because I've been in the industry a while and I know some heavy hitters. I will predict that, within the next 3 to 6 months, there's some heavy hitters that are going to come into this and hit these numbers within 3 to 6 months. There's no doubt in my mind about it.
I mean, we already saw it with the regular Total Security. We've seen Cash is King. We've seen Seymour Green. We've seen a lot of personalities, Matthew McMills. I've seen someone very particularly, Crystal Taylor. She makes 50 sales in 1 week. And that's attainable, very, very attainable, only with the Total Security. This is in addition to it. Is just, again, it's a blessing. It's a... I don't know how to call it.
The challenge, JP, is that it sounds too good to be true, and for a lot of people, it looks too good to be true. But I already know once we get the social proof out there, the videos, what's going on, then people will be flocking to this because there's nothing else out there like it. This company is TVC Matrix. They got Matrix in their name.
Yes, sir.
Their name has been TVC Matrix for 25 plus years.
Yeah, because
this is rock solid. This is rock solid. So what's going to happen is, because it is so rock solid, it's going to pay out. There'll be plenty of people that get involved in this, and they're going to hit these numbers. And once we show that, once people see, now, let me make you aware, though, that, part of the matrix pays out 50%, and the other part is held in the debit balance if a person has a debit balance. So I don't know if you're aware of that. So let's just say that, you were out there and you sold a bunch of memberships yourself. Let's just say you sold 100 memberships. Let's say 10. You sold 10 memberships yourself, and they advanced you $80. So that means you sold 10 memberships times 80, that's $800. You were advanced $800. As those people renew every month, you earn a portion of that $80 advance. So let's say they've had it now for 3 months. So you've earned, of that $80, you've earned $4.62 a month. So you've earned times 10, you've earned $46.20 of the $800. So you have a debit balance of roughly $750. As long as you have a debit balance with the company, from your matrix check, the company is going to take 50% of that to apply towards your debit balance. Then the other 50% will come to you in your check. Then once your debit balance is zero, you start receiving 100% of your check.
Right, that's very clear, and I'm sure everyone who is already on the Total Security understands this, and they have to know this part because it will happen. But with these numbers here, for example, I do get my own chargebacks. I do get my own cancellations. I also do get my downlines sales profits. So there is a give and take there, and they do take $6 out of my check when they have to process that check. But look at the checks that they send me, and look about the check that they're about to send me, and I can understand that there will be some fees to be removed, and et cetera, et cetera. But we also know that the return of the company, my understanding, is about 80%, meaning that 80-something percent retains the membership. So if a few of them, they have to cancel or whatever they have to do for that month, I mean, they're going to have to come back at some point. They're going to need the membership. So, it's going to be reflected in their checks, and we can understand that. Absolutely. That's
Well, the nice thing about it, JD, is with the matrix component in there, the company has found that, the retention rate is through the roof because, people have the potential to receive money which is significantly more than the cost of the membership. So it doesn't make any sense to cancel, because if you cancel, then you don't participate in the matrix.
Correct. Although
so the retention rate will be close to 100% with the matrix. With
the platinum matrix, it's just I mean, would you like this or you wouldn't like it? That's just, that's just how it is. If you don't like it, all you have to do is don't pay for your membership, pretty much. Wow.
Yeah, and if you do that, you miss the potential for somebody to spill over under you that could potentially earn you as much as $7,500 a month. So who would do that? Once a member understands this, they will never cancel because they never know when somebody might spill over under them that's going to blow this up and understand it.
Wow, it's to me, it's already blown up, Mr. Charles. It already blown up because I see already the spillover coming, and I am new. I am very new to the company. I don't rock those numbers like most of your people does. It's my goal to do that, and I will become like that. And I'm sure many of us will. That's what we're looking to do. And I am just amazed.
Well, I'm glad you got it. It's going to be better than you think right now, which is always good to be pleasantly surprised. Most companies they overpromise and underdeliver. This company actually underpromises and overdelivers.
Yeah.
So I think you'll like what you're going to see as we move forward.
I totally agree. I mean, I always talk about the leadership that we have in this company. I mean, we can start with your personal sponsor. Your personal sponsor had the opportunity to touch and say, hey, look, there is such thing. And you might see it as a business opportunity or something that negative to you or whatever. But if you look into the details of the company and you start finding that your sponsor is someone who wanted good for you, and that above him there is a network of people that wants the success that you're looking for, and the training, and then you research about it, and it's people like yourself. And then if you go more even into detail to the background of the company and everything, you find personalities like Mr. Glenn Coffey being a senator and the general counsel for the company. So that company is very solid. It's just very, very strong background that it's not going to try to steer you or gear you in a direction that you don't want to go. This is very, very solid leadership and background.
That's true. JD, I got some clients that are waiting on me. I have to go now. But if you want to, I think we got a pretty good explanation here. And if we need to get back together and explain a little bit more, I'm more than willing to do that. Mr.
Childs, thank you very much for your time. A blessing to everyone who takes a look at this video. This is just the solution for everyone to who's looking for an opportunity. Well, Mr. Childs, thank you so much. Blessings, Mr. Childs. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, bye-bye.